Strictly Come Dancing's Craig Revel Horwood has a reputation for his ruthless judging technique, but like BGT's Simon Cowell, H is now vowed to tone it down. Strictly judge Craig Revel Horwood's vicious insults have been coming thick and fast for 2 decades, and Express.co.uk has gathered together a few of his most memorable moments, on the day that he celebrates his 60th birthday. He once seemed to compare 2023 contestant Amanda Abington to a horse, after watching one dance routine with Giovanni Pernis. "It felt a little bit like dressage, darling, because your feet were coming up too much and turned out obviously," he told her. Craig's fellow judge Anton Du Becker, on the other hand, was feeling fearful for her as had spotted that her eyes had welled up with tears during the performance and she appeared to have been holding her breath. He commented, "I was thinking, please breathe," before jokingly adding that he'd had the urge to storm the stage and poke her to take her out of the painful-looking emotional trance. Audience members were less than impressed when Craig delivered his trademark caustic attitude, breaking into boos. However, they weren't loud enough for catty Craig, who then turned on the audience, quipping, "If you lot can't boo properly, then don't bother." In response, they let out a deafening roar and Craig shot back, "Now I feel at home, darling." Meanwhile, in 2024, while the nation fell in love with the efforts of Strictly's first-ever blind contestant, Chris McCausland, Craig blasted his posture and bluntly issued the warning that there was a lot of work to do. The same year, he made an ill-judged blunder when he joked about recovering alcoholic Paul Merson having a drink for Dutch courage before the show. The former footballer had begun the routine with a glass in his hand at a barbecue before launching into his dance moves, but an unimpressed Craig compared the terrible performance to a comedy dance at a wedding. He added that he'd looked like his feet were glued to the floor as pro Karen Hauer danced around him, and, in a nod to the prop, quipped, "Obviously the drinks at the barbecue gave you the confidence to do that terrible routine." Paul mumbled that he didn't drink, in an awkward moment that had viewers taking to Twitter, X, demanding that Craig should apologize. His insults have even extended to his fellow judges, with him making derogatory comments about Shirley Ballar's breasts, something he later issued an apology over, when she took offense. He also said sorry to Anton Du Becker after commenting on a historical routine which saw him take to the dance floor with EastEnders Emma Barton, and falsely suggesting that he was wearing false teeth. The remorse didn't last long, as last year he insulted him again, taunting, "You should tell your surgeon, darling, it's not working out for you." However, blind Chris McCausland got his own back on Craig on one occasion, by quipping, "The beard doesn't suit you, and even I know that." These are just a few of his more recent insults, and Craig has famously remarked that some of his past put-downs would have swiftly seen him cancelled in today's more modern era. Yet, like Simon Cowell, H has now vowed to tone down the criticism.